Gwen and I'm back today with another scrapbooking process video. For today's share, I'm using Daydream Collection by Coco Vanilla Studio, and I'm going to be featuring the exclusive cut of the month from Cut to You. It is this one here. It is called Collect Beautiful Moments, and I will leave some detailed information about how you can get this cut file yourself in the description box below. I'm going to be working with this photo of my daughter. This one was taken so long ago. She's so little in this picture, and I have off camera gone ahead and backed the cut file. I am going to raise the photo up on foam. This is just kids fun foam, which I get from Spotlight. That's a big box store here in Australia. It's in the children's crafting section, so I'm going to use that to mount my photo up. And I have actually gone ahead and glued down the cut file, which I would normally not do. Normally I would just tack it in place, but I don't know, I was getting glue happy on this day and glued it down fully, which I regretted later. Now, because I have cut the cut file quite large, there aren't a lot of options for my photo, especially too because I went with a portrait photo. There are more options if you choose to use a landscape photo when you create this page, but because I'm using a portrait photo, I felt that the best place for that was up the top there, nestled in against the pretty floral elements. And I'm going to extend on those by creating a couple of floral clusters along the outer edges of my photo. These floral pieces here have all come from a pattern paper that I have fussy cut. I often do that in front of the telly, so I'll sit down with just one full 12 by 12 sheet of pattern paper and I'll fussy cut all the elements out and have them ready to go in a little baggie for a moment just like this one. So I do spend quite a lot of time fussing with the floral pieces, and what I do end up doing in a couple of spots is actually trimming them even further. When I fussy cut out the large sheet, I try and keep them as big as possible because then I have lots of options down the track. And then when I'm working on a specific page, if there's a piece of the floral cluster that doesn't work, so even just this little leaf here, I just go ahead with my fussy cutting scissors and trim that piece off. I find that it's better to go big when you're doing the bulk fussy cutting, and then you can always bring things down and make things more specific when you're making an actual layout. So at this point, I'm pretty happy with how that floral cluster is looking up the top. I am going to add in 2 yellow flowers here to help bring out a visual triangle. And it's now time to start thinking about the embellishments that I'm going to use. So I do a very quick sweep through the elements that I have. I have a lot of bits and pieces from this collection. I received this collection when I was on the design team for Coco Vanilla, and I was always gifted a very generous amount to work with. So I am going to do a very quick sweep through the bits and pieces. Anything that I know definitely will not work for whatever reason, might be size, might be color, that goes back into the bowl, and then the bowl will get set aside. Anything that I think could work stays out on my work surface. This collection does have quite a few rainbow elements in it, so I was really keen to get one on this layout. I do end up switching out this one that I have currently. I found it a little bit orange, and I switch it out for one that's got blue on the outer edge, so it sort of just fitted a little bit better. I am going to include this floral piece from the ephemera pack, but it did have a white border on it. Most of them do. Because I had all of those fussy cut florals up the top and they did not have a white border, I just wanted to remove it for this piece so that it matched, so that it didn't look so much like a die cut piece and more like a fussy cut piece. I've also added in here 3 fussy cut butterflies. See the deep blue ones there? I did go with a deeper color because I felt like it needed just a little more oomph. It was looking a bit pale and a bit neutral. So I thought that the pops of the blue would be really nice for the layout. I'm going to add a flare button on the left-hand edge of my photo, and I want to show you this. This is how I keep track of the bits and pieces in my ephemera packs. Once I know for sure that I'm going to use a piece and add it to my layout, I grab my Sharpie and I cross it off the back section there. That way, when I'm making my next project, I can very easily and quickly look at what's on the back of the card there and see exactly what pieces I've got left to work with. So I did pull out an extra orange floral element, and I've done the same thing as I did with the first one, just fussy cut off that white edge that it comes with, and that's going to help me balance out the orange in the layout. I'm going to have the orange stem that's towards the left of my photo, and then that's going to be balanced out by the two small orange floral pieces. I'm always thinking about repeating elements within my layout. I like clusters to have similar things in them. I find that repeating icons really helps the layout feel put together and cohesive. So it's a bit of a cheats way really, because I feel like as long as your clusters or your elements on your layout are consistent, you can get a really consistent feel. You might have heard that working with odd numbers is really good as well. So 3, 5, I like to work with 1 as well. This layout, for example, has 1 rainbow, it has 1 flare button. But even numbers work as well. It has 2 small yellow flowers, it has 2 small orange flowers, proving that there are no real set hard rules. Things are getting serious because I'm gluing stuff down. I have my liquid adhesive and I'm being very careful to add just a little behind all of the elements. I am also going to raise up a few of the bits and pieces as well, just for added dimension, including I think 3 out of the 4 butterflies. Oh yes, and I do add in a couple of typed sentiments. I raise these up on foam as well. I really love these. I think they're a really lovely addition to help tell the story of the layout without journaling. Because I share so much online, I actually prefer to journal on the backs of my layouts just for privacy. One more butterfly to add and I'm going to call the layout done. Thanks so much for being here, my creative friends. If you like the way that I scrapbook or the way that I chat about the way that I scrapbook, I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to see another layout using this beautiful collection, I'll leave a link above here in a card for you, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, bye!